I'm here with Dallas Horton from Horton Cattle Companies, and Dallas is a cattle feeder and a rancher based in Colorado, and we're at the Leachman Cattle of Colorado bull sale today at CSU's Extension Center. And Dallas, I wanted to ask you just a little bit about what you've seen at the sale so far. Is what seems to kind of strike a chord with the ranchers in the bulls that they're bidding on.
Yeah, you bet, John. Well, we're having a great sale. Sales all over are good. The market's high. As one of the auctioneers said to start, we're at an all-time record for the price of cattle. But we're having an exceptional good sale. I owned this company for 8 years, and I wished we'd had these kind of sales when I had it. But hey, we're moving on. So I think we had a great seminar last night with some speakers that really emphasized the things that the Leachman Cattle Company, when Lee and I were together in it, and Lee's going on with these ideas, we're finally getting them implemented. And one of them is feed conversion. Feed conversion with today's grain price is the single most economic trade in the cattle business, whether it's in the feedlot for sure, but hey, back at home where you're growing these cattle, where you've got cow feed there, that cow that's a low maintenance cow, and she eats less of this high priced hay, she's more efficient. So feed conversion, birth weight. The first sale we've had here so far, the cattle that have sold first are all the stabilizers, the crossbreds. That's Leachman's trademark. They always are our high-selling bulls because everybody has shown, we have shown them, they have proven to themselves that this heterosis isn't just talk. It's a real thing. So these stabilizers are crossed between Angus, Gelby, Hereford, and Simmental. They're at least half Angus. They're all black. They're black and beautiful. Got a little white specks around on them, but they look just like Angus, except hey, they got heterosis, and heterosis is worth $40–50 a head at least, if not more. And so they got that going for them. They got feed conversion. Leachman now is one of the few people that does have solid evidence on his feed conversion. He has good data, good hard data. And then we've got a high-priced market. So I think the conversion, the crossbred animal is, and then birth weight on these low birth weight bulls for heifers is what is sparking them to. I'd say that sales averaged $8,000 so far now.
Yeah.
It may not average at the end of the day. We got 600 bulls, but it's fantastic. And this bull that topped the market at $16,000, why, he was a high-end feed conversion bull. He was the big point.
As a cattle feeder and as a rancher, what are some of the traits that you see as really being important to, or they're just the types of cattle that you see working either on the ranch in your herds or in the feed yard as you watch cattle coming through the finishing process, or both?
Yeah. It's a good question, and I'd say I think we're going the wrong way with a lot of the seed stock producers, and that they are still promoting the balanced bull. And we respectfully disagree with that here at Leachman. I still say we because I'm somewhat involved yet. And the reason is, I took a page a number of years ago here out of the hog book. You walk into a hog barn today, and they'll tell you that boar over there makes bacon and ham, and that boar over there makes gilts. Well, where's your balanced boar that tries to do it all? They'll laugh you out of the barn. And it's time we address that in our business, I think. The day of the bull, that's the great bull that's going to make the best heifer that ever walked for the ranch, and that heifer's brother is going to be the best thing that ever happened in the feedlot and the packing house. It's an oxymoron statement. They're antagonistic traits. I've often said, show me the perfect feedlot steer. I do not want his sister back at the ranch. Too big, too masculine, too infertile, too high a maintenance cost. Probably got a bad disposition on top of that. So what these guys are looking at, and we're telling them to look at, is you buy maternal trait bulls here that have milk, fertility, disposition, don't get the cow too big, breed back. Fertility is a big item for the rancher. And I have a program, and I'm recommending to other ranchers, you breed your 4-year-old cows and younger, to these maternal trait bulls. The young cow ought to be your best cow. 5-year-old cows and up, breed them to the best terminal bull you can find. In our case, we're promoting Charlet, but it could be Simmental. Hell, there's plenty of terminal cross Angus bulls. There's massive sized Angus bulls. They're still chasing growth. 120-30 EPD for yearling EPD. when we've shown 70 is probably big enough. I mean, how much bigger are we going to get these cattle? So that's the other thing that's a plus here today. They're after these modest-sized cattle. The growth deal is over for the cow. The cows are too big. So in quick summary, cattle feeder is after gain, conversion. He wants carcass traits for the packer. He wants the cattle to dress, grade. The rancher should focus on other traits. Should have marbling in there, but milk, fertility, disposition, don't get them too big. I mean, the cattle feeder could care less about milk and fertility. It's got nothing to do with it unless she's a pregnant heifer, and he don't want to milk her either. So I think that's where we're going in the future in our business. The balanced bull will become a dinosaur.